Hello everybody, this is Oski. We got another video for you guys this week. Today, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people have already talked about in the Fortnite community, but I've recently had a few more thoughts on this matter, so I thought I'd make my own video about it, and I haven't really covered it yet. So we're talking about, this is kind of a criticism video, but let me preface before I say anything more. I love this game. I love Fortnite. I buy tons of things from the item shop. I support this game a lot. I make videos about it. I play it all the time. So I'm only making this video in hopes that the game goes in a little bit of a better direction. And I think it's a necessary topic to talk about, even though so many people have talked about it, because it really is that important. And it is kind of ruining the item shop right now. So you might have already guessed it, but we're talking about the Metaverse cosmetics, okay? And I have 3 sections here that I'm going to kind of touch on. So let's get this thing started. First of all, I really want to talk about cars and car bodies and all that sort of stuff. For one, I really think it's cool that if you have a car body in Rocket League, it most likely at some point will be ported over to Fortnite. I think that's a great thing, great way to get you more cosmetics. It feels like free cosmetics. Same with the instruments being backblings and pickaxes now. But yeah, so I think that's a great thing. However, I do have a lot of problems with the cars in Fortnite. And I know they used to be a lot more expensive. They used to be like 4,000 V-Bucks for the bundle. And they reduced the prices. However, I still think they're a little bit too much. I think car bundles should be priced at 1,000 to 1,600 to 2,000. Okay, 2,800 is kind of the general price right now, and I still think that's a little bit too high, especially if they're not going to include the things I'm about to mention. Okay, so recently I was looking at the item shop with my girlfriend, and we were looking at the Miku car bundle, and I was really baffled that they were selling 3 sets of wheels individually in no bundle, and they weren't included in the Miku decal bundle, which to me just makes 0 sense. I think you need to include the boost, the wheels in a bundle like that, especially if you're going to make it, sort of expensive, okay? I don't understand why they think that these cosmetics have so much value that everybody wants to buy them. Clearly, there's no way they're making a profit on just selling wheels. And I know there's been cosmetic bundles for the cars that include wheels. They usually do. However, I think this might just be a rare exception, but honestly, everything that wasn't in the bundle, I think should have been included there, and I wouldn't have upped the price at all, or maybe just a little bit. Surely they understand this because, I can't foresee how they're making a profit on these insane prices for the car bundles. Who's actually buying these? I don't know, because I definitely have not bought anything related to that so far. Kind of waiting for Lightning McQueen. But anyway, so I think car bundles need to have wheels with them. They need to have a boost, and if we're going to sell the wheels and the boost individually, I think the wheels should be at max 100 V-Bucks. You cannot tell me that wheels for your car, which you don't usually drive in normally, are valued more than 100 V-Bucks. That doesn't make sense to me. Boosts, I think, could be 300 because it's a little bit more flashy. You see it a little bit more. Maybe even lower, maybe 200. But I don't know. Those cosmetics to me are a little high priced right now. Decals, I think, should be purchasable separately. I don't know why they're not. Usually you have to buy, the bundle with the car body, which I also will get to more later. I think you should be able to buy a car body if you want just separately as well. And I think that should be at max 1,000 V-Bucks. So, if you want to buy a new car body, you can buy it without buying the whole bundle of all the decals for 1,000 V-Bucks. Everything in a bundle, by rule of fairness, you should be able to buy it separately. You shouldn't have to buy the bundle to get these things. So like I said, decals should also be purchasable separately for 100 V-Bucks or 200 or something like that. Very low, very low. Because in reality, we are charging way too much for the amount of cosmetics in this game. It is kind of ridiculous. A few more things. I think we really need a lot more SUV skins. There's only a few in the game. We haven't really gotten a new one recently. It's kind of ridiculous. And all the sports cars kind of look the same in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a car guy, but there's not a lot of variation between them. And they keep dropping Lamborghini RS. It's don't listen to what I just said because it's probably not a real car. But every single one is, just a variation on one that already exists. It's kind of crazy. We really need a lot more variation because there's so much you could do with, sports cars over the past years, and it's kind of a problem when they only collaborate with certain brands. All right, moving on from cars, we're going to talk about kicks, which is a recent cosmetic, and kicks need to be usable as a back bling, okay? We just saw it happen with instruments. If kicks are going to retain any value, they need to be on your back because you can barely see them on your feet. And I understand that, the logic there. It's like, what are you going to do about that? They're not going to increase the FOV, but it's kind of ridiculous, especially for the price. So right now, kicks range from 800, I think it might be 600. They range from 600 to 1,000 V-bucks right now. 1,000 V-bucks for a pair of shoes that you can barely see is incredible. It's insane, actually. I don't understand how they came up with these prices. It's probably just because it's a brand deal between Nike or Adidas, which are the only types of kicks they basically sell. But at my price range, my suggested price range, which is completely fair, 200 to 600 V-bucks. It's still a 400 V-buck price window there, but you should not be paying more than a common skin for a pair of shoes that you can hardly see, okay? That's absolutely ridiculous. And I also think we need more variation in the kicks. We can't just buy only Nike and Adidas. Can we get some other brands? Like, maybe they're starting to do that, but for now, it's kind of ridiculous that we only have a few options for brands. I mean, I really love their original shoe designs. They're honestly great. However, like I said, all the kicks are just overpriced. Those original ones should be like 200 V-bucks. I would buy them if they were. Alrighty, and then one final thing to say about the kicks. They need to have styles. I can't understand how they're getting away with selling multiple kicks for full price when they're so similar. They're just either a color swap or there's a slight difference between them, and there's the same brand. So it's like this would increase the value as well, because frankly, right now they have like no value. The kicks, at least in my opinion. Obviously, sneakerheads might disagree, but even then, they can recognize that they're too expensive for what you get. You get one pair of shoes, has no styles, and then they're selling another pair of shoes that looks the exact same but it's different color for the same price. It's kind of insane to me. So yeah, kicks need to have styles. There should be bundles. They need to really rework this cosmetic. And I know it's new, so they probably will, but that's just my thoughts on it so far. All right, and then finally, we're going to talk about festival cosmetics, which I don't really have a lot to say about because they've kind of done a great job with this so far. I think jam tracks are a little bit expensive. I would put them maybe at 400 V-bucks, maybe 300. They're at 500 right now, which isn't terrible. I still think it's just a little bit too expensive for a song that most people don't use because most people don't play the festival mode and most people don't use the jam track emotes. I know some people do play the festival, and those are probably the ones that buy these songs. I play festival, but 500 V-bucks is just a little bit too much in my opinion. And then a few more things I have to say. The Music Pass, I think, is a great thing. However, I have one big problem with it, and I've kind of already touched on it already. Take this season, for example. Who is the Music Pass headliner? Hatsune Miku, okay? But look at the outfit that is in the Music Pass. It's an original Fortnite outfit, which I think is cool. But as other people have said, as I have said in the past, I think the Fortnite originals should be in the item shop, okay? Because if I see Hatsune Miku is headlining this festival season, I should be expecting to get her iconic, everybody knows it, look within the Music Pass. Why am I paying for a Fortnite original that I might not like? And it was the same thing with Snoop Dogg. They sold a different version of him and then put his main one in the item shop. You want to know why? It's because they could charge more in the item shop in a whole bundle. But it's ridiculous to me. I think their iconic look should be the one that is in the pass, and then they can sell that Fortnite original in the item shop. That's how it should be. You can't change my mind. It makes perfect sense. Alrighty. And then instruments being turned into back blings and pickaxes is a great change that really gives them a lot of value. It's what needs to happen to kicks. So I was super happy about that. There's a lot of great combos you can make with them. So yeah, wonderful change they did. And then one last random thing that doesn't really have to do with any of these. I really want to see more gliders make a return to the shop because holy cow, we haven't had a shop glider in forever. I can't even remember when. I honestly could look that up on Fortnite GG, and maybe if I do, I'll throw it on the video here. But yeah, we need to see more original gliders. All they do is put them in the Battle Pass now, and other ways of obtaining them, but we haven't seen one in the shop forever, and all they do is add a back bling pickaxe and a wrap. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about with Fortnite cosmetics. I think they need to allocate a little bit more of their resources more wisely and really readjust their pricing plan on most of these cosmetics, because it's getting kind of ridiculous now with how many things you can buy. You cannot have everything be this expensive. It just doesn't add up, and especially when considering Fortnite's main audience, which are children who do not have that much money. So yeah, that's it for this video. It's kind of just a rant about things I'm not really liking right now in terms of Fortnite's Metaverse and the cosmetics included. However, this game is really fun right now. I'm having a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I make lots of Fortnite commentary content, and I'd appreciate to have you here. All right, peace out.